Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everybody. My name is Yulia Wulanda Sari. I am from C Morning and I am from group 4. Now I want to explain about spelling. Spelling is the rendering of speech sound phoneme into writing graham. Spelling is one of the elements of orthography and highly standardized spelling. Spelling is a prescriptive element. Spellings originated as transcription of the sound of spoken language according to the alphabetic principle. They remain largely reflective of the sound, although full phonemic spelling is an ideal that most language orthographies only approximate some more closely than others. Example in broadcasting use phonetic spelling for unfamiliar words that are difficult to pronounce. Pronunciation. We use a lot of pronouns during conversation and they serve a useful purpose in broadcast copy. They eliminate the need to repeat a person's name. Some difficulty arises, however, when pronouns are used too far from the person's name or when more than one name is mentioned in the sentence or paragraph. Example, the Boy Scout of the Year award was given to Frank Jones by Mayor Harris. Immediately after the presentation has slipped and fell on the stage, was slipped and fell on the stage, the mayor or the Boy Scout. The pronoun he does not work had because two males are mentioned in the sentence. The person who feels shall be identified by name. The phonetic spelling can be given after the word or written about the word. Writers working a cat soul as the answer which style they prefer. Here are examples of the two methods. Chayuga, Kayoga, Indians still live on the land. Chayuga, Kayoga, Indians still live on the land. Dictionaries which give the proper pronunciation of word as well as their meaning are included terms. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, good morning. I'm Revi Sari, the second speaker. Okay, I will tell you about the intonation. Intonation can be defined as the growth of the pitch variation produced in a spoken sequence and characteristic the types of sentence, difference of the syntax units, and evidence the emotion and attitude of the speaker within the phonic groups. Asian prophets and impression of specific to discover together in importance of that word in relation to the other words. Using this emphasis the stress provide and distinction. A speaker can highlight the relation specific variation of the message, thus and periodic configuration employed in duration of broadcasting news fulfill several functions which they have joint purpose of the validating the correct processing of the messages of the listeners. Fredero 2002. Okay, thank you.
Next, I will explain about typing. More copy must be typed on standard size paper. Some houses use all capital letters for news copy, but standard upper lowercase is easy to read. Double space all copy. Backlight. A copy must have a single space slug or data box in the upper left-hand corner. Use and marks to indicate the end of each script or story. Use more if your copy must continue to additional pages. Type and print only one news story on each page from side. In new copy, underline words that require special emphasis. Example: the president's plan now calls for 4 years of service, not 3. Do not use this technique often. Never split words or hyphenate phrases from one line to the next. Use short, simple, conversational sentence. This helps others, like announcers, read your writing smoothly while under stress. Do not run and on, write the way we talk simply but accurately. Use present tense verbs in the last sentence to help the copy sound fresh, new and with the latest information. Then first, avoid the active tense if the wording will sound silly. Example, present tense. The investigation continues into a fire that has left a mesquite family homes. Past tense. A fire last night heavily to make a mesquite family's home. Use present tense verbs throughout the story whenever possible. Past tense verbs tend to suggest older news or information. Use present tense verbs unless info will sound silly, incorrect, or misleading. Use active voice. This is the subject, verb, object. Sentence structure. Example, the boy hit the ball. Time references. Follow the basic rules above hyphenate and specify. In the morning, evening, or tonight. Do not use AM or PM. At 2:15 this morning, noon, 7:55 this evening, at 11 tonight midnight. Use first, second, third, and fourth after dates, address, and other unique number references. Ages. When relevant, go before names and are hyphenate. 73 years old Mitch McConnell, 2-month-old Susan Lake. Note, often a person's age is not relevant to the story. Example, not relevant the 36-year-old murder suspect. Example, relevant the 97-year-old murder suspects. After using a difficult words, provide a pronouncer. Prime Minister Izatuti is at the White House. Hand edit a copy before submitting it for a use. Completely darken out mistakes or words you do not want erased. Accuracy is vital. Correct spelling, facts, and other errors reflect on your competence and help audience to decide whether they accept you as a credible source. Be true. Take pride in your writing. Traditional copy editing marks mean little to on-air broadcasters because such mark usually involves complex meanings, so a delete symbol. Does the announcer to remove something from the sentence? He has already read. Further, it's up to announcer to work out how to make the utterance sensible after reading it, which is impossible.
Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Tiorisma Manalu, and today we will discuss about avoiding quick words and sentences and punctuation. Avoiding quick words and sentences. If there is not enough room on a line of copy to complete a word, the entry must be carried over to the next line. The same is true with sentences that cannot fit on one page. It cannot be stressed too often that writers must avoid anything that increases the chance that anchor will stumble over copy. Type the word more at the bottom of the page, so the anchors know that there is more to the story on the next page. Otherwise, they must pause unnecessarily, believing a new story starts on the following page. Some newsrooms prefer to use an arrow at the end of the page to indicate more copy is coming. And the last but not least is punctuation. What it is? While the opening of this chapter stresses the importance of using correct grammar in broadcast copy, be aware that there are certain exceptions to standard grammatical rules. First, use commas to indicate a pause, not simply for grammatical reasons. Second, titles are always used before a person's name in broadcast copy, never after it. Example: Secretary of Defense John Smith should be used rather than as newspaper write. John Smith, Secretary of Defense. That's all our group presentation. Thank you for your nice attention. Bye.